Coming in at number 10, Cardi B. Cardi B ended up deleting her Twitter account after getting into some heated drama with her own fans about not attending the Grammy Awards. All of this drama started when a couple of Twitter users questioned why Cardi wasn't attending the ceremony. One user wrote, "I bet your son wouldn't like for you to be on your butt while teasing us fans and never dropping music." To which Cardi replied, "I hope your mom's died." Then another user decided to collect a bunch of Cardi's Twitter replies to fans that were calling her out for not dropping an album. In the tweet they write, "It's clear Cardi is the problem. She's even problematic with her own fans. I mean, they're your fans. Why are you mad that they are asking for the album? She's scared it's gonna flop, that's why." Then in a final tweet to her followers on Twitter, Cardi went off and even attacked her own fans. In the tweet she said, "I'm deleting my Twitter, but on God, I hate this effing dumb fan base. You got the slow people dragging my kids all cause y'all thought I was going to the Grammys and I didn't. The F? When the F I hinted I was going. Just effing stupid. I can't. I needs to protect myself." But before we jump into our next point, make sure you tap that like button to show some love to the channel. Coming number 9, Kanye West. Aside from all of the posts about Pete Davidson, there is still one Twitter outburst from Kanye West that we just need to address. This was not something that I could have ever even predicted happening in 2020, but here we are watching a video of Kanye West putting a Grammy in the toilet and then peeing on it. In the caption, Kanye West simply writes, "Trust me, I won't stop." I'm sure this was viewed as a meltdown by the people that run the Grammys, but in reality, Kanye was trying to send a message. West is among many prominent artists that are demanding the rights over their original masters to be given back. These masters or original recordings are how artists make all of their money, and most of the time in big record deal contracts, the label just takes the ownership. Coming number 8, CeeLo Green. CeeLo Green is probably going to have to change his name back to Gnarls Barkley if he wants to keep making music, because this guy had been in the news for all the wrong reasons. Back when he had the audacity to criticize Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion for their latest music video, he said during an interview that a lot of music today is very unfortunate and disappointing on a personal and moral level, going on to say that Cardi B and Megan are more or less doing similar salacious gesturing to kind of get into position. He also added that Nicki Minaj was able to be effective in so many other constructive ways, but it feels desperate. Cardi B fans went off on CeeLo for his comments and even exposed him by way of some older tweets. In the tweet he said, "If someone is passed out, they're not even with you consciously, so with implies consent." And this tweet was in reference to SA and implied that even if a woman was unconscious, the fact that she's with you means that she was consenting. But yeah, Cardi B's new music video is definitely immoral and ruining society. It's not opinions like this. Coming in number 7, Vanessa Hudgens. In perhaps one of the most tone-deaf videos that we had seen in a while, the actress showed us how truly uneducated her opinions were with this video.
Even if everybody gets it, like, yeah, people are gonna die, which is terrible, but like,
I mean, she sounds like if Thanos were a Valley girl. During an Instagram live, she decided to reply to some fans, and obviously people were asking her about the current situation and what her thoughts were on the pandemic. But man, did those replies ever go viral. She said before that clip that staying in lockdown until July was BS, and then she word for word said this, "I'm sorry, but like, it's a virus, I get it, I respect it." How does one respect the virus? Oh yeah, washing your hands, wearing a mask, and staying away from your grandparents. When people started getting angry with her comments, she said that they were taken out of context, but then failed to provide any context. And at number 6, Kathy Griffin. In 2017, the comedian became a magnet for controversy after posting a photo of herself holding up a ketchup-covered head that looked very similar to Donald Trump. I suppose the networks were frightened of this PR disaster, and so Leno, Conan, Ellen, The View, Live with Regis and Kelly, The Today Show, and Letterman all banned Kathy Griffin from coming on live TV. CNN would also go on to announce that they were relieving her of her New Year's Eve coverage duties, a job that she had had with the network for close to a decade. President Donald Trump then even responded to the graphic imagery when he tweeted, "Kathy Griffin should be ashamed of herself. My children, especially my 11-year-old son Barron, are having a hard time with this. Sick." Griffin did end up apologizing though and said, "I sincerely apologize. I'm a comic. I cross the line, I move the line, then I cross it. I went way too far. The image is too disturbing. I understand how it offends people. It wasn't funny. I get it. I beg for your forgiveness." Coming number 5, Azealia Banks. This celebrity Twitter meltdown did not only get her account suspended, but is probably the main reason why her career was kind of over at this point. First, Banks noticed that One Direction member Zayn Malik's new music video was eerily similar to her Young Rapunzel song. So she put up an Instagram post with these side-by-side images and I guess called him out for this. Zayn, I guess though, didn't appreciate her not directing the message to his account and in turn started to tweet at Azealia. In response, he said, "At Azealia Banks, why you been saying nasty things about me? I wasn't talking about you." And this just twisted Banks into a downward spiral that she could not bounce back from whatsoever. For whatever reason, her reply was just filled with a rant containing a ton of racist and homophobic slurs. And it didn't stop there either. She also hit him with more tweets, all attacking attacking his culture and race that the internet absolutely lit her up for. And number 4, Tom Segura. After the Academy tweeted, "The Academy does not condone violence of any form. Tonight we are delighted to celebrate our 94th Academy Award winners who deserve this moment of recognition from their peers and movie lovers around the world." In response, Tom quote tweeted them and said, "LOL, you fully endorsed it. F Will Smith." He then took things even further and said in another tweet, "F Will Smith's candy butt smacking a dude 4 inches shorter and 50 pounds lighter. He's just in his feelings cause his bald-headed B been effing around on him for years and he takes it. We all know who he wishes he could slap. Hashtag cuck Will." Coming number 3, Rihanna. After this online bullying scandal in 2010, Rihanna attended the Echo Awards in this green cat suit dress with bat wings. I'm not a fashion expert, so don't quote me on that one. It's the only way that I could really describe it. Oddly enough though, this look was a huge hit with her fans, so people everywhere started making their own versions. Unfortunately though, for 16-year-old fan Alexis Carter, she got to see her idol in a whole new light. When Alexis posted her photo trying to pay homage to Rihanna, she was bullied by a lot of people, including Rihanna, who actually posted this meme. Then just a few minutes later, she posted this meme. I mean, can you imagine working so hard on making your prom dress look like Rihanna's and then she says it sucks via Twitter? What a time to be alive and such a random thing to lose your cool at. Coming number 2, Judd Apatow. Judd Apatow is a comedian, director, producer, and screenwriter. He's also the founder of Apatow Productions, through which he has produced and directed the films The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Knocked Up, Funny People, This Is 40, Trainwreck, and The King of Staten Island. In response to what took place at this year's Oscars, Judd wrote in a since-deleted tweet, "He could have ended his life. That's pure out-of-control rage and violence. They've heard a million jokes about them in the last 3 decades. They are not freshmen in the world of Hollywood and comedy. He lost his mind." I mean, saying that he could have ended his life, that probably was a bit of an exaggeration. And the person who reposted this deleted tweet also commented on the matter and said, "Judd Apatow getting ratioed to hell feels like a fitting end to the night." And last but certainly least, in our number 1 spot, Roseanne Barr. Roseanne is a well-known stand-up comedian and at one time had a hit sitcom that was named after her. During this Twitter meltdown though, Barr tweeted in reply to former Obama aide Valerie Jarrett that she looked like the child of the Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes. She was immediately called out for racism, with the insinuation being that she was equating an African-American woman to that of a monkey. Barr attempted to defend her tweet by saying, "Rod Serling wrote Planet of the Apes. It was about anti-Semitism. That is what my tweet referred to, the anti-Semitism of the Iran deal. Low IQ people can think whatever they want." And the meltdown though didn't stop there. After ABC canceled the reboot of Roseanne, she then attributed her behavior to taking Ambien. Funny enough though, the company that makes Ambien tweeted out a response as well and said, "People of all races, religions, and nationalities work at Sanofi every day to improve the lives of people around the world. While all pharmaceutical treatments have side effects, racism is not a known side effect of any Sanofi medication." That's been today's list though. If I missed anyone, make sure you leave us a comment down below. And while you do that, I'm gonna check out some of your comments from the video titled "Celebrity Tattoo Artist Kat Von D Sued for Over $92,000. Rainey says, "What the hell did he expect? Tattoo shops aren't rainbows and little pink flowers. Did he never visit the shop nor watch TV? Apparently he did not." Tank City Queen says, "She rearranged the shop and didn't pay rent. Guess we know how they afford their lifestyles. I wonder if she even paid the contractors and their crew." I mean, it could be due to the pandemic just shutting everything down. That's the most likely reason that she didn't pay any rent, at least I hope. Tara Sullivan says, "No one wants to live in California anymore. It's not worth the price you have to pay to be there. Government ruined that state." That's what I've been hearing, and it's just crazy to see how many people have left already. Terry says, "Damn, all these problematic people are moving. It seems to be their only option." Jess says, "Why would you demolish and remodel a place you were only renting?" I honestly have no clue, but maybe she did get approval to do some renovations, but I bet they didn't expect it to be to this extent. That's all the time that we have for today though, folks, so stay classy, and I'll see you on the next one.